Lots of food, big belly, or
decent pre-game meal.
Yeah.
Huh?
9 holes?
Whoever, I don't know who can get the get out of jail. I think get out of jail. The hall pass to go play golf on Thanksgiving Day. That's one I haven't even dared to ask.
Try that one?
Yeah. No.
Don't do it. Quick on the morning, you know?
How would you assess right now where the team is at mentally? Coming home from a road trip, 2-2, having Thanksgiving, and now getting back to play for back-to-back.
We're in a good spot. It's an interesting road trip. You know, the game in Boston starting it, and then a week later you ended in Oklahoma City. So kind of a lot of time had passed, and the middle stretch we played well. Bookended it with losses, but coming home, we've got 3 games before we head for another crazy road trip. We got to hopefully take care of home court advantage. We understand things that we didn't do in Oklahoma City to get that win, and even the things we did in probably the third and fourth quarter in Brooklyn as well. So all those things will kind of marinate on and be ready for the night.
Some of you guys have shown you can win without one of your core players, but tonight 2 are going to be out. Kevin with his ankle, and I guess Draymond's resting. How much of a challenge is that? You're missing 2 main guys.
It's a challenge for sure. We know what those guys bring, but a staple of our team has always been, having enough depth and versatility to kind of do it by committee. So. Omar's going to get huge minutes. JaVale's going to get more minutes than he's used to. Pat's going to have a huge effort tonight, an impact on the game. And obviously me and Clay got to do our part anchoring that starting lineup. So it'll be tough. Chicago, I know their record isn't great, but they present a lot of challenges that if you don't match their intensity, they can make some runs. And put together a pretty solid performance, so we got to play accordingly.
Stephen, on a game like tonight when you're missing Kevin and Draymond, what are you looking for from the young guys, especially someone like Jordan Bell?
I forgot to mention him to you. He just energy. Their games are different, but when it comes to how they kind of transition into those bigger roles when guys are out, it's just about being mindful of how we execute on offense, how we help each other out and play with intensity and have multiple efforts on defense. And I expect them to play with a lot of confidence. Jordan's been out of the lineup for a while and just chomping at the bit to get back out there, and this is his opportunity. And Coach does a good job of preparing those guys that are kind of in and out of the lineup and the rotation by keeping the messaging clear that there are going to be times throughout the season where you're going to be called on to contribute and to have an impact on the game, depending on injuries or rest or whatever the case may be. So I don't think anybody's checking out when they're not playing. They're always locked in and understanding how they're going to be ready for that moment. And tonight's his moment, past moment, the guys I talked about.
It seems like last season was kind of the same thing, but you came on really strong at the end. Is it something that you just need this time to just get to wherever you got to?
So what, the team?
No, yourself. It's usually they go out in the 40s, not 38. But it's usually coming on.
Oh, you're talking about nah. I usually have a strong finish as you go through the season, but feeling pretty confident where I'm at. Keep doing what I'm doing. Expecting a couple more threes to fall, but at the end of the day, trying to do other things to help my team win, and that's what I didn't do in Oklahoma City. No matter how well you shoot or whatever the case may be, the other stuff, playing better defense, not turn the ball over, being more mindful of how the flow of the game's going, like little stuff like that. I hold myself to a high standard when it comes to that stuff. Not so much shooting and scoring, that kind of deal. That's where I got to be better.
You mentioned going back on the road. How daunting a stretch is this to have a fairly long road trip, kind of a brief homestand, and then going back out? I'm guessing that's probably one of the reasons Draymond's resting.
I don't know why he's resting.
I know, but I mean, how taxing is this for?
What is rest? No, the new schedule is kind of different because we had the random 2 days in New York before we got to Oklahoma City to end the road trip. So maybe last year that might have been a little bit more condensed. But we got back-to-back home games, enough time before Monday to get ready, finish out the mini homestand. And, it's kind of weird. You get in these kind of spots during the season where you kind of look at the schedule going forward, but it all evens out at the end of the day. Like we always say, you play 41 at home, 4 on the road, however you get it done. So the good thing is we're going to some pretty good cities on the road trip. Charlotte, Detroit for Draymond. Everybody loves Miami. So hopefully that'll keep the spark going as you go through in LA too, the 6 game stretch, so it should be good.
So the Bulls being one of the youngest teams in the league, they've struggled with inconsistency like most young teams and young players do. What do you remember about being a young player and why consistency is so difficult for young players?
Part of it was the new roster and just the team chemistry. It has to have time to build, and then a lot of it is when you got young guys that have talent and skill and confidence, and that David versus Goliath kind of mentality, but you really don't know how to play, how to put together a 48-minute effort every single night. You can do it, occasionally, but it's really hard to win an NBA game, and you kind of get that experience early. So it's kind of just a learning process. And, the only thing is, when you're young rookies, you always play hard. Like that's the thing that it is a skill set that you can kind of bring to the table every single night. That your effort and intensity, you want the other team to have to match that, and that's what Chicago does. From games I've watched them, that's what they do really well. They just play hard, and every possession matters, and that's how you build kind of winning atmosphere and mentality.
You seen anything from Laurie that impresses you so far? Marketing, rookie?
He shoots it, man. Like that's the best thing about it. Like there's nothing timid about his game. I was watching the game in LA, and he didn't shoot the ball well, but he didn't mind taking some big shots in the fourth quarter. There were some tough shots, and he felt like he could make them. So you can't really teach that. You either kind of have that mentality and that kind of confidence in yourself, or you don't, and he has it. And I'm sure as his game continues to get better and progress throughout his career, he'll be a killer.
What kind of patience and understanding have you seen from Jordan Bell about being a rookie on an awesome team, not getting the minutes that he would like to play, but being a professional about it?
He knows he's in a great situation and that he can learn a lot every single day, whether he's on the court or not. And I think his intensity from like a focus standpoint. He's always engaged in like our walkthroughs of practices, even during timeouts. He's always in the huddle. Sometimes if you're not, or even in the back, like when coach is giving talks and stuff like that, he's locked in. And sometimes you kind of have a natural, human nature and tendency to get a little distracted or kind of lose your focus because you're not involved in the day, in every play, every possession type of vibe. So I think he understands that part of it. As he's playing the long game, he's continuing to invest in himself mentally, so that it matches his physical abilities on the court.
There are some Chicago fans that absolutely hate that the team gave up Jordan Bell to the Warriors. Do you think they have every reason to feel that way when you see how talented he is?
I mean, for sure. If it's that simple, would you rather have him or not? Kind of type of question, but thankfully we got him.
We had a guest over there for practice on Star Wars. How did you feel when you saw him playing around?
Yeah, he talked about getting distracted. took 5 shots in the corner over here, and I saw him roll in, and me and Q and Nick Urin just stopped and just staring at it. Technology is crazy, so just to kind of watch it move and talk and mess with Draymond right now. You bet he's trying to learn some trash talking. It's just crazy, so yeah, it's pretty cool you got to stop by.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steph.